So hello guys, you're welcome to this awesome channel again. My name, as you know, Mr. Chizoba, always called by you all Coach Chizoba. And I'm here today with Mr. AY, as we always come here to give guidance, mentorship, information that will guide you, that will show you, the right things to do, and then where you are right now, where you're struggling, and where you can also go to. So in the moment, you're welcome. Thanks, Daniel. You're welcome. It's a privilege. Thank you for honoring this invitation. I mean, you took so much time out of your busy schedule. In fact, I know you have so much to do. And also, congratulations on what is coming up. Thank you very much. That's big. Though we might not need to talk about that one here, but it's fun and it's exciting. Thank you for giving me that wonderful gift. We waited so long for it, and finally came right. So, guys, this is Mr. Ayo, and I'd like him to tell you about himself, and then we get from him.
My name is, thank you very much, Coach Chizoba, for this awesome opportunity to be here. It's always a privilege to serve you. And my name is, just like you said, my name is Ayodele. I'm a lead generation expert, social media strategist, and performance trainer. And then part of what I do is that I help smart home business owners generate massive leads for their business and why they scale their business. And much more beyond that, like I've said, I'm a big performance trainer. So I also help people, take them to some trainings and different learnings that help them find themselves and really know what they can actually bring out to the world and be of service to humanity. Because I believe that everyone has great potential in them, but many times they find it very difficult to navigate through how they can actually bring out that best. And I offer a lot of training and coaching sessions that help them realize that. So it's a privilege to be here once again.
Yeah, thank you so much for honoring this great invitation. And of course, I know you are a businessman. I know you very well. They don't know you, I know you very well. And then we don't only make it in Naira, we also make it in foreign hard currency, right? And I'm really excited about that. That's part of why I wanted you to come here, because we have so many young Nigerians who are finding themselves in a position where they don't even have direction. Now it's not these opportunities are out there. There's so many opportunities out there, but you see, it's all about finding mentorship and guidance to be able to seize all the opportunities. Many people keep saying in Nigeria there is no job, or there is no opportunities. There are lots of opportunities, but of course, yes, we know the way the Nigerian environment is like. Seems like there's most people, a lot of people are kind of struggling, but with mentorship, with guidance, you can actually get all these things you're looking for easily. Right? There are people who understand all these things better, and I know that you're in that field. You're giving people direction, guidance, you're helping people to find their North Star, like the company is, right? So describe entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship?
Well, entrepreneurship, I always, first of all, let me say it in the most funny way that I know people always see it. It's an opportunity, it's a privilege to be your own boss. Like you having to dictate when you go to office and do your own stuff. But much more than that, entrepreneurship is a way of serving the world with what you have in you. Now, I know that somebody will be like, of course, I can work in a workplace, I can be working in a place and still be serving the organization with what I have inside me. But you don't get to be the one that decides the running of things in that place. So entrepreneurship offers you the opportunity to really start something that you believe in yourself, and then be the person that sits on that particular decision in deciding, okay, how these things are going and how these things are running. So you identify a problem and then you see something within you that can actually solve that problem. And of course, as you are solving that problem, you're also making money along the way. So that is what makes it quite exciting and interesting for you to do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, anybody that solves problem without making money is not an entrepreneur. Definitely. I'd rather make more money solving problems. After you say about the money, I mean, if it's not about the money, then I'm not interested. It's the truth. I mean, we live in a world whereby it's just all about the money right now. If you don't have money, you can't buy data. You can't buy data with passion. Excuse me. You're laughing, it's the truth. You can't go to the person selling the charge card and say, I have passion. I have passion. Just give me 1,500 subscribe. I have passion. In fact, I will lay my hands upon you. Don't worry, don't let me joke. I have many jokes regarding that. My mindset has grown so much that I understand that value precedes money. Oh, I didn't even mention your name is Mr. Value. So that's awesome. And you see, money makes the world go round. Money is the most important thing. Not the most important, but it's like it's very key right now in the world. And then for you to be able to make money, you have to do what you need to do to make money. Now, not illegal stuff, right? But you have to do the right things. And some people say adulthood. I don't like that statement. Adulthood is not a scam. Adulthood is what it is, right? It's a stage in your life where you take responsibility and make the world a better place. You get it? But the reason why they are saying all this is because they lack proper guidance and mentorship. You get it? Because you have not been guided to understand that, you're growing, it's time for you to be independent, it's time for you to make your own impact, to make your own mark in the world, right? So you feel, daddy is supposed to still give me, but it doesn't work that way. But then you see, he's Mr. Independent. And you understand that for him to make money, he has to name himself Mr. Value so that he doesn't even forget about it any day in time that his name is Mr. Value. I think there was a time I challenged you that, bro, you're giving out too much value, you're not making enough money. I don't like that. You need to be making commensurate money to the value you are giving. Though maybe I might sound, maybe because I'm an ego guy. Okay. So tell us, how did you come into entrepreneurship? What brought you into entrepreneurship? What happened? Was it that maybe your house rent was due and you needed an urgent 2K, or maybe So what brought you into entrepreneurship? How did you?
Well, basically, I've not spent much years like that in the world of entrepreneurship. Just started about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And of course, if I say 2 years ago, many of us will understand what I mean by 2 years ago. That's 2020.
No, yeah,
in the peak of
yeah.
the COVID-19.
Wow.
Everyone was inside
Lockdown, shutdown,
everywhere. So the money was not flowing, money was not there, and everybody was just face to face with their handsets and of course their TV and all of that. So it was in the peak of that, and I was like, okay, does that mean that if I'm not being paid, that's because I'm a salary earner, that means
you was a salary earner. Okay, though your company still pays you, sir.
Definitely. Okay. So as I was saying, then I was like, okay, does it now mean that I have to wait after the end of 30 days
before I go to lockdown?
Before I receive an alert. So I was like, just like what you said when you were saying about that it's a position of responsibility. So I just have to assume responsibility that, okay, hey, I don't have to just sit down like that and as if I don't have anything within me that I actually give out. And prior to that time, I've always been someone that I have a podcast I always give, and whereby I share value stores, inspirational stuff. But I've not made money from it. You understand? So I was not like saying that, okay, let me see if I can figure out something that I can start. So that day I was just going through Facebook and I just stumbled on a particular timeline, Facebook timeline by a particular guy, and he was saying something about the fact that how you can make nothing less than 50 to 100,000 naira in 30 days or less, just using WhatsApp. And I was like, WhatsApp, this same WhatsApp that we are using. So that statement blew up my mind. I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And it was a 1,000 naira payment for the class. I was like, how much is 1,000 naira? So I just paid and then I entered the class. In fact, the training has not started. I was already wow by what I'm saying. Wow, by what I'm saying in the sense that there were about 80 persons in the group, in the WhatsApp group, excluding the host of the group. You understand what I'm saying? I was like thinking in my mind that so that means all the 80 persons, including myself, and this group paid 1,000 naira to this guy. And based on when the guy started delivering the session, he said he only advertised this class for 5 days. 5 days and 80 persons are in the group. 80,000 naira. My God, I was like, no. There is goodness here. I want to see the whole goodness. So that was how the journey started. I enrolled in that class and then I got motivated, and then from there one thing led to another. But that I know is the beginning of the journey. And I was like, wow, if somebody can just advertise something for 5 days, giving information that somebody doesn't know, that some people don't know, and it's making 80,000 naira, something that Some people are even making at the end of the day when they say they are money for like 2 months or 3 months or even 5 months. Somebody is making it within 5 days. Like something in this thing. Let me get into it. So that was how the journey started.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know, I took note of something you said. And you see, the essence of all this we are doing is not just to share stories with you, and but for you to be able to pick lessons. For you to be able to pick lessons. And what he said, you know, taking the step to make the payment for the 1,000 and someone you don't even know, like that risk. You know, entrepreneurship. In fact, the foundation of entrepreneurship is risk. In fact, up to the 1 millionth floor of the skyscraper of entrepreneurship, risk is right. So, as an entrepreneur, or you want to become an entrepreneur, or you're already an entrepreneur, why you're not going to do well, or why you're currently not doing well, is because you're not taking those risks. I mean, you need to be. I'm not saying you should be wild. I'm not a wild guy. Everybody knows me. I'm a wild guy because you know. Maybe it's because of those that mentored me and my nature. But you know, I kind of like go wild in the marketplace, right? Some of you know me already. But you know, for me, I understand that I have to take those risks. Okay, when you're able to take risks, it's easy for you to become successful. In fact, there's some stuff. Some people are not taking those risks. They're not taking those chances, and that's why you're not getting the opportunities that are behind them. Some people want what is sure. Nothing is sure. Nothing is sure. Alright? Nothing is sure unless you know, the unknown is what it is. It's an unknown. Anything can be inside. Profit can be there, or mega profit. So, and I think that part really realistic. Awesome. Okay, so I know what you do. You say you're a lead generation person. So tell us, what is lead generation?
Okay, well, lead generation basically has to do with you generating leads for your business. By leads, I mean people that are interested in your offer, what you are presenting, what you are putting for. People that have shown at least a little interest on the particular offer you are actually bringing for. That is the person that qualifies for you. So when you say a lead generation, that means I help people set up systems, you know, that ensures that they actually get credible leads for their business, offer. So that's,
you know, let me joke a little. You know, I used to see this stuff. Interested. And bro, not so interested in a lead.
Many of them will end up in your DM.
They only end up with your comments. Interested. You know, it's some of them. They just like your marketing. They just like interested. Not like they really need them. So leads are the people that really, you know, come with the hunger, you know, to actually. So because every business owner, they want leads. You know, leads are like people who have that, you know, need for what you're selling, right? They need what you need, what you sell, to, you know, take care of something in their life. You get, maybe they want to make more money, they want to grow their business or whatever it is, you know. They need people who can buy their offer, and then so that they can earn their profit. So then lead generation is like, okay, how do you get those people? So tell me, how do you get leads for your business, or how do you help people get leads, you know, and how do you go about that?
Well, based on what I've said earlier, create systems. Like for instance, if you want to generate leads for your business, you first of all have to develop something. Let me say something valuable enough that will be easy for the people to partake in it at a very zero risk. Like for instance, 1,000 naira can be a zero risk. You understand? So you can just put out something that is quite interesting within your niche, within the area of your business. You put out that kind of offer out, and then you put it at a zero amount or at a free level. You understand what I'm saying? And even the free, because if you say something is free, you can get different kind of persons.
Oh, definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? So there is a system we also create in such a way that even though what they are getting, that's if you are not putting a fee to it. If what they are getting it for free, no doubt. When they eventually end up in your funnel that I mean is like your website, where they will come in, they will have to still do one or two little tasks. And anybody that is actually able to go through that task and eventually still end in your DM, to some level, to some degree, they have interest in your offer. Though at the end of the day, as I found out, many of them probably may now not really buying into that offer at that particular moment. But it has been proven that many times those people that come through that kind of system eventually buy in the long run. Unlike the ones that just put out something for you, they don't have to do anything serious. All you just have to do is they click, they end up in getting the offer, and then they go. You understand? So talking about how I get it, we create, starting from designing the website to the point of running the ad, putting, the sales copy and all of those things, and how they eventually end in the DM, the systems and the pattern that you have, the scripts that you have actually put out down in making sure that you qualify them at every stage is the whole thing about the lead generation group. You understand what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, it is guaranteed that you will definitely see that will buy your.
So what you just said now is similar to something that I've heard before. They call it sales funnel.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, how important is sales funnel and lead generation to to businesses in this age?
It's a very integral part of it, especially online marketing, because basically, if you are selling something at your physical store, all people need to do is just walk up to your store, and then they see what they are interested in buying, they buy, and then they go. You understand what I'm saying? So rarely will you see anybody enter into a big shopping mall and they just go there, you go through all the things that they are selling, and then you leave without buying anything. They go look for outside. You understand? But so the whole concept of the lead generation and the sales funnel is for online marketing. And the reason why it's like that is because as the first person that actually having contact with your business, they don't know about you. I'm not saying in terms of maybe your brand is already popular, that's a different ballgame. But if your brand is not already popular and a lot of people are not aware of who you are, so that means if you are running hard, or probably if you are posting your link somewhere, the people that are actually going to be interacting with that are people that don't know it. So we call them cold audience. You understand what I'm saying? So the system of the sales funnel is a system whereby it allows anybody that enters in through the sales funnel. The beginning of the sales funnel can be the link that you put out, or it can be an ad if you are running an ad. You understand what I'm saying? So the moment they enter to your sales funnel, it begins from what they see in the first website. So you can use a VSL, which is a video sales letter, sales page, or you can use a written copy, whereby you have a sales copy. And your duty in that point is it's just like if somebody asks you that, okay, in 10 seconds, tell me about like a sales pitch, something like that. Tell me about your business. What can you say about your business that will convince me and be like, okay, let me give your business a try. That is what you are doing in that sales funnel, in that sales page. So how that whole thing is weaved together is what will now determine the kind of people that will eventually end up in your DM. And when they eventually end up in your DM, you also have some certain things that you have in place. Now, some of you may be asking, is this whole process not too rigorous? It has to be rigorous. If you want to really take out the people that are not interested. Because some people, they can just, within a glance, enter into your website, come into your DM, and then eventually get your offer and then jump off. You ask them that, okay, have you gone through the things that cricket, that's what you get. But you put out a particular system whereby if they really are committed to going through buying whatever offer you have in place for them, then they have to put in the work. So that system many times is quite difficult. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the results are explosive.
Yeah, definitely. So for somebody now who is trying to like, okay, how can I set up this kind of system for my business that will help me to get customers, on a consistent basis? So how would somebody who is interested in something like this be able to set up a system that will generate customers for the person consistently?
Well, basically, it's not something that is quite easy for a lot of people to get through, because there are a lot of training that goes into how you derive copy that you write, and of course you also have to be someone that you know about your business very well. That the truth of the matter is, if you are outsourcing your marketing campaigns, at least you should have done your own work very well in terms of understanding. For instance, if you are in the making money niche, you should know some triggers, some keywords that get your audience every time. And then you should also have what we call a customer avatar, the kind of people that you want to target. Because the matter is you can't sell to everybody. So when you have already an idea of the kind of people that can actually take up your offer, it makes your marketing campaign very streamlined and sure. And even when you are writing your copy, you write your copy with the understanding that you are writing, let's say for instance, if you know that what you are selling, students will get more relevance from it. Yeah. So when you are writing your copy, and by copy I mean the write-up that you are writing in conducive to buy your offer, or whether you are doing a video, you'll be writing it with understanding that okay, as a student, what are some of the triggers that of the things that okay, when they see this, you really get their business going, get them going, all of those things. Sure. And then you also think in terms of in fact, knowing your customer avatar is everything. Because once you know the person you are selling to, you'll be able to know the way that you actually connect with them. There is an adage that says that if you want to catch a monkey, you have to, behave like a monkey. So that is the whole thing that also works in terms of business too. So if you want to catch the real people that will really do business with you, there is a way you should also position yourself.
Yeah, sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So it all starts even from the creative that you are using.
Yeah, sure.
For your business. So let's say you want to push your business somewhere, maybe for ad or just a particular place, you put more thought in the creative. And by creative, I mean maybe the flyer. There are some people that will be like, okay, I want to sell my offer, and then they don't want to pay exorbitant amount of money to a graphic designer. Because graphic designer charge for these things. You understand? So they just go to Canva and do some stuff by themselves, and the thing will not really come out well. And you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you end up producing something that is low quality, and then you are complaining that you are attracting low quality. If you want people that have deep pockets, people that are rich, you should also get into understanding how they think. You know that most people that actually have good money in their account, they have some kind of class, some kind of aura of elegance around them. So that is the effort that you must put into setting up your offer. And I and my team, we actually have a system whereby we take people through how they could, do all of these things, like starting from how they create their offer and all of those things. So it makes it easier for them to just plug in and then play.
Now, this question about lead generation, we are going to come back to it, because it's very, very important. I've seen a lot, in fact, not that I've seen, a lot of businesses are actually struggling with building that system themselves. I know you're an expert in that area, and you can really help people set up systems like that and make things consistent and fully available. Now, but I want to ask you a question that is important here. I see a lot of people, trying to, survive in Nigeria right now. Most of them, I hear that this season they call it the season of the great resignation. Like a lot of people are trying to find their way in Nigeria. But what is your personal perspective? Though this doesn't really concern this, but also there are some set of people that what you have, to say will actually inspire them and like. So what do you think Nigeria will look like in 5 years from now? We don't even know who is winning, whether it's APC, whether it's Peter Obi, whether it's Atiku. But I don't know, personally, from your perspective, Nigeria's economy, the youth, what do you see in the next 5 years for Nigeria?
Well, Nigeria being a country that has an enormous amount of youth, as the youth are in high percentage.
Yes.
And the youth are presently now being educated. They now know. It's not like before that they will be like, okay, let me finish school and then I will look for a particular job. They now know that the government clearly has nothing for them. So in the current government, yes. So
or the current bunch of motherfuckers. Because
but sincerely, whether the current government or not, some have even resigned to a point of saying that okay, whether anybody enters or whoever wins, they have come to a particular point whereby they have concluded that even if the government will be there for me, I shouldn't bank on that. So we now have we now have a new set of Nigerians whereby they are now beginning to rediscover themselves. Although that has given birth to a lot of people starting to do some kind of illegal schemes in terms of making money. But there is one thing that I know every Nigerian is aware of now, is the fact that I have to also for myself to ensure that I have a standing. And so in 5 years from now, if I want to be very, very optimistic, I see a country where the youth will be much more involved in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? As in, they'll be much more involved in entrepreneurship, they'll be much more involved in what I can actually offer to the market and actually get a representative in the world.
Yeah.
So that now includes the fact that thank you very much.
You're my man. In fact, I'm voting for you for president.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In fact, it's already happening. It's already happening because if you go on Twitter, you see a lot of things whereby a lot of people are now they are not paying so much attention. In fact, some youths that are still paying so much attention to the government, you enter into the comment section, you see the way some of them will be lambasting and say you are still waiting for government. Better go and find something to do. In this present age and time, where the internet has made the world global, wow, it is an anathema for anybody to still be saying that okay, I have to depend on the government of my
laziness
to make it out.
Laziness.
Not when we have an Android phone that is connected to data. Yeah. There is a lot of opportunities that is available on the global space.
So what do you think is therapy for those kind of people that are still in that, waiting for the government? What do you think? What do you think we should do?
I believe that there is no need for us to give them any therapy. The time will tell, sir.
Hungry.
Time will tell.
I think hungry is the best therapy. Hunger is the best therapy because personally I wanted to suggest you should flog them 50 strokes of the game.
Time will tell. Time will tell because they are also seeing it for themselves. Yeah. Even though a part of them is saying that okay, the government can make it happen, but they are now beginning to align to the truth that I have to wake up and find something for myself.
This thing you just said, it reminded me to, and back then when I also finished my NYSC too, things were smooth. And go home and tell mommy push for me. At some point they told me, we are not looking for you again. So then hunger, which is the best teacher. Taught me.
University of Admits.
I'm telling you. UOH.
Yeah.
UOH. Yeah. I graduated. Upper class. First class degree. Okay, guys. So tell me, who are your 3 best entrepreneurial models and mentors that inspire you? Whether it's in Nigeria, whether it's in Africa, whether they are somewhere else.
Okay, well, let me start from Nigeria. I mean, of course, John Obidi.
You have to choose only 3.
So,
you have to choose only 3.
Only 3.
Your 3 best.
Yeah. John Obidi, I mean, he has always been a bundle of inspiration. There is no time I go online and I read some of his write-ups on his that I don't get inspired. I mean, there is always, anytime I read it, there's always one thing that just kind of like nudges me forward and be like, okay, I mean, you can do this, you can do that. And then another person is Tony Robbins. I remember back then when I was in school, I read this book, Awakening the Giant Within. That book is a bundle of inspiration. There was one particular statement I saw in that book. Says, it talk about how decision. That when you have decided that you intentionally want to be successful and you follow through with that decision, there is nothing on earth that can stop. So it has been an amazing bundle of inspiration, Tony Robbins. And of course, the third person, I'm still looking in between. But let me also Johnson Maxwell. Johnson Maxwell. I mean, I remember a particular time when I actually was given a privilege to have a leadership role, and then I took this book, 21 Inevitable Laws of Leadership. I was so amazed at the inspiring words that were actually written in that book. I remember I even read a particular one again. Apart from that, talent is not enough. So it's always been, it has been an amazing journey with all these 3 persons that I mentioned. And though there is a whole lot, but since it is 3 best, I have to say.
Can we give you an opportunity for one or two?
maybe I will get back to that.
I mean, you have great good role models and mentors, and though all these guys that you spoke about, they are very very good role models and mentors, and I love them too. John Obidi is really doing very well in Nigerian entrepreneurship space. Where among the youths, very very popular guy. Tony Robbins is a global guy. John C. Maxwell, man. Okay. So I have this important question for you. So let's, not everybody started out so well. If I started out so well, I wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't even be in this kind of business, trying to, do this kind of stuff. Maybe at this level, but I'll be doing much more better. But if you could go back to when you were age 17 and you could meet that young handsome guy, and he had this one place, and very, energetic guy, and you could give him, some piece of advice, to guide him and tell him some things to do. What would you do?
Well, that's a very, very powerful question. So if I could talk to my young self, one thing I would say is that deal with fear. Yeah. Because many times we know within ourselves that we have so much that we have to offer. But many times we are always fearful of the fact that, okay, what if I start? What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not able to get the result I'm expecting? The many what if nots that actually holds us from really going all out. So I would tell my younger self, I would be like, okay, all of those, as like, don't be afraid to explore the possibilities of you becoming everything that you have aspired to be. Take that first step. Be willing to go on the way. If you fail along the way, learn along the way. I know there's another book that this man wrote, John C. Maxwell, Failing Forward. So as you are failing, make sure that the failing is not final. The failure is not final. You understand what I'm saying? You are picking up lesson and then you keep plunging forward. If some of the things I actually started, I'm doing right now, if I started then when I was 17 years old, I know that I would have gone very far because I would have made all the failures, I would have committed all the mistakes, I would have, had all the failures, learned all the lessons, picked up myself, gotten equipped in every possible way I could, and I would have gone farther than now. But even now, the way we are going, God is doing us something.
Yeah, sure. So if you're a teenager listening to this, or you are in your 20s listening to this, you're not late at your position. All right, start from where you are. Just like you said, deal with your fear. Just deal with your fear and go full throttle. The only risk or the only thing you stand to lose is the chance you did not take. Right? Because, or else, there's every chance that you're definitely going to, hammer. So that is one thing I'm sure. Thank you so much. I think I have this one too. So, what 3 books, movies, and podcasts would you recommend?
Yeah. Books that I would recommend. Of course, the first one would be the book I recommended when I was talking earlier. That's How We Down. And then the second one would be there's a particular short book like this that I read by John C. Maxwell, then which is Success is a Journey. And then there is a third book that I read by Ayodele, and that is The Parable of Dollars. I mean, that book did a lot of wonders to my thinking about that's it. It was that amazing. And of course, talking about movies that I would recommend, there is this movie by trying to remember the title of this. Okay, probably I will come back to that. They said books, podcast, and podcast. There are a lot of podcasts available online that you can actually listen to. doesn't sound to me just if I mention this woman joins Mia.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Joins Mia. There is this
Also.
podcast she does, enjoying everyday life. Very amazing,
Very rich.
very rich content, deep stuff.
In fact, it will help you deal with your fear. It will help you, come alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, like to bring out that fire in you.
And then there is let me see, I'm trying to look in my mind different ones I can actually recommend much more better. Okay. Then there is this man too, Les Brown.
Oh my God.
Les Brown. So I mean,
You have something great within you.
I mean, super amazing guy. I mean, there is no time I listen to his podcast that I don't. I mean, I just feel that flow, that aura of. I mean, let's do this. Let's go for this. Let's crush this. And then the other one again. There is this guy, Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is actually the writer of a particular book called Compound Effect. Compound Effect.
I've heard of that name, but I'm trying to remember his face.
Compound Effect, and I also wrote another one, Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. I mean, amazing books and amazing man, Darren Hardy. So let me just stop at this.
Also. Now, looking to the future before we come back to the generation again. Now you're currently your line of business right now. But if at some point maybe you want to leave this business or you want to start another business entirely, what new business would you like to delve into?
Okay, so you are saying if I leave the business?
No, if probably you're going to maybe at one point maybe you're like make quite some money or you're growing,
Okay.
definitely you're growing. Then at some point, what you're doing, you like you want to scale up, you want to leave this level for this world, the upcoming, for the young ones. Say again. So what new business are you looking at, starting?
Well, basically, I've been quite this world of crypto. Has actually been an amazing platform. All these NFTs, this. In fact, I'm even trying to find a time very soon to actually think more about what this whole thing is all about. An interesting business model that I feel is global. So I want to get more information about that, and of course, that this agriculture. I mean, agriculture has been an amazing. I mean, there is nowhere in the world that agriculture does not sell.
Yeah, food is
very relevant everywhere.
In fact, in Nigeria right now, the middle class is spending all of their money on food. The low class is spending all their money on food.
That's another business model I'm looking forward to delving into. If I want to say, okay, this particular one, I'm going to a particular place whereby I can focus on other people. Those two particular.
Even if a lot of people are trying to come into agriculture, agriculture is not going to be for everybody.
Sure.
Because then, if everybody goes into agriculture, then what happens to the other sectors of the economy, right? So there has to be that balance, and you have to have that right information. Because if a lot of people go into agriculture, the price of food will crash. Market will be saturated with food, and then you came in investing your time, your energy, your resources, hoping that you make quite some money. But at the end of the day, what happened? The market is saturated. But you can't really make the kind of profit you're looking for because of why the prices have crashed. So you need to look at the trend, study and and then put your ears outside. You're hearing, there was a time this thing happened. Worry he even put me in that situation too, because I ran into agriculture then. I ran in and ran out. In 2015 then, Worry just pushed everybody into agriculture. People were investing all their money in farms. So I'm speaking to you right now. I have one farm. And that farm is just there. Because I was like, I'm not going to do farm. Because market was just saturated. A lot of people are in it. I can't price my product at a premium. I'm doing business not because I just want to feed the nation. I'm doing business because I want to earn more money. She get the point. But yes, feeding people is important because you have to serve. But I'm always looking for the best investment vehicles. Like, where can I invest my time and energy and make more money? Because, so I have to share this with you. Because as a young Nigerian that is very ambitious, bro, to be successful, to enjoy your life in this country, you have to make more money. You get, look at what's happening with the naira and the dollar and all that stuff. How much does it cost to buy a piece of land right now? How much does it cost to build a house? You get, and then people will be undermining you that you went to school, but and there are many of your young age mates who are doing well, who are successful. They are not even entrepreneurs, but they are working in some corporations, some organizations that are doing well. But you call yourself an entrepreneur and it's not showing. It is not that an entrepreneur is supposed to make more money than all the other people that are, because you say when you're your own boss, you make more profit and all that stuff. So there are so many things behind it. But you have to demonstrate the realities of it. You get the point? I cannot be an entrepreneur and people who are working in other corporations and organizations as employees are making more money than me. How can I up my game? What can I do? What are the best investment vehicles? Where can I invest my money? Where can I invest my time that will make me the kind of money I'm looking forward to making and give myself that quality of life that I desire, and then make my family comfortable? Because if I'm earning a lot of money, I don't need to put myself in a situation where I almost have an attack. There are people who are struggling, and that's why we are coming back to lead generation. Because you see, yes, so many, in fact, there are some people who are in very good businesses, but what they are struggling with is market. So we want to come back to that, and those are the people I'm looking forward to working with, right? Though if you're in a business that is not giving you enough turnover, maybe the market is dead, quit that business. See, it's just an advice, but if you tie yourself there, you stay in that investment. Now I'm not saying I'm not going to come back to farming, but I just really because it's not the industry for me at that point in time. It's not going to yield what I'm looking for if I give all my time to that level. So I just have to abandon it because I put in so much resources. There's this issue, this one died, that one died. I was like, man, seriously, and I didn't even have a girlfriend that time, so I was taking more than chicken. So if you can find you can look out for new businesses. There are many opportunities. I know you're a Twitter guy that share some with them, that maybe they can start considering. But some of them you have to make it. Even you heard him talk about NFT cryptocurrency. That crazy. No, I didn't say NFT is crazy, but crypto is crazy. You are smiling to them. Crypto is crazy. I mean, you see the Bitcoin crash too.
Yeah.
But Bitcoin is coming back. It happens. It happens in every industry. Every industry has its rise and fall, but it just depends on when you are coming in. You have to come in at the right time. I can't say go and study the trend, bro. I don't know when it's going to go up. I don't know when it's going to go up. But you can be lucky, and you can even get the right information, maybe by analytics or by one way or the other. You're coming in at the right time. So you come in at the time when crypto is ready to pump, and then you buy, and then you hold on for your dear life, right? And then at the point where crypto hits maybe maybe $60,000 or maybe $100,000. Now I'm not giving anybody to go and buy crypto. I'm not giving any advice, but I'm just giving my personal opinion. Then you hold. Then your what do you call your portfolio, right? Your money will have tripled. Sorry, did I say triple? I want to say fivefold because it's at $20-something right now, and $20-something thousand right now. You get, so your money would have multiplied by 5, and then there are other opportunities. But you see, the truth of the matter is that even if you don't have a dime, how do you start a business with zero? You read that, right? Oh my God, I can't remember. Maybe you guys can start for it. You read that book. How to start a business with zero, with no money down. Man, I read that book and I'm like, dude, I have all the solutions. I know how to start a business with zero. How to go from zero, to do so well. And you get, so if you're able to understand some of these things, you get, because there is no business that you want to do that you don't need any investment. You need an investment, but there is always a way to get your investment. You get, you see some of these things and we share that, learn how to pitch, talk to investors. You need to understand all these communication skills. You need to know how to put all these things together. All the money you need is available, but first, yourself is capital. You get the point, right? You can't invest in yourself. Yourself is capital. All right, your skills, your abilities, you have to invest in yourself first, right? So, anyway, that's that. Let's come back to the generation. So there are people who marketing is really what they need right now to take their business to the next level, to keep their business, alive. And I mean, I don't mean just some one-man business people. I'm talking about companies that have like 10 staff, 50 staff, and they are struggling right now. I'm telling you, they're really struggling right now. They're really struggling to get more customers. So, like, what kind of advice or what do you think could be the solution? And then maybe if there's a way they could reach out to you and then consult you, and then you could set up the systems for them, you could work with them, and then help them with their business.
Well, basically, the first thing in marketing is that you have to understand because the more people that are seeing your offer, the more people that are seeing your business, the more advantage you have. Because there is always a narrow down to many times I will run an ad for a particular client. I'm just giving this an instance. And let's say that had about 20k plus persons have seen that ad. Now, could you believe that out of that 20k plus persons that have seen that ad, you will have something around 600 to 700 clicks. Now, the clicks is not the lead. Now, the actual lead could now be around 600 to 700 clicks, and you may now have something like, let's say, 300 leads coming from that particular ad. Now, so that's why I said in marketing, you need to understand funnel. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like the way the funnel is designed. The upper part of the funnel is wide.
Yeah.
So you understand? So it's more or less like everybody can actually go into. So as they go down through the funnel, at the end of the day, the down part, the bottom of the funnel has lesser amount of people that comes through it. That's the way marketing is. So if the people that are seeing your offer is not, if you want to increase the amount of people that are coming down the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel actually has more credible and quality leads. You understand, that are coming through. So if you want to have more persons that will come at the bottom of the funnel, as in more credible leads, you have to do what? You have to make sure that people that are at the top of the funnel are large. Because there is always a mathematics to marketing, whereby when you produce your offer, let's say you market your offer to a certain amount of people, there will always be a particular percentage that will eventually end up as quality leads. So that's what I'm saying. The first thing that the marketing that will advise that that company is that you need to know your numbers. You don't want to run ads, or you don't want to do marketing blindly.
Yeah, sure.
Know what works. Many times people they are not clear about the offer they are putting out. That sometimes can actually be some of the reasons why people are not getting results. There's another book, if I may recommend, Digital Millionaire. I've forgotten the name of the author, Digital Millionaire. Once you type it online, the guy that wrote it is a very popular person. So, if you read that book, you understand what I'm saying much clearly. Because the truth of the matter is, you want to put out, let's say your company has about 10 offers that could actually sell out. So you want to sell out those 10 offers at the same time. And you've forgotten that these 10 offers that you are putting out, you are likely showing it to the same kind of people.
Yeah, sure.
So why not narrow down on a particular offer, and then be specific about the offer and put that offer long enough before people, and then know your numbers, know the amount. Okay, this particular stuff, about 10,000 persons saw it. This is how many particular leads that came out, and then check the pattern. So that way, if you are not able to see the statistics, you are not able to see the metrics of what happens when this social amount of people see this, it will give you an information that, okay, that means whenever 10 persons, 10,000 plus persons sees my offer, 300 leads comes from there. So does that mean that if I want to get 1,000 leads in 1 month, what must I do? That means that offer 20,000 plus persons must see it. So what can now be done for me to ensure that 20,000 persons sees it? Also know the duration that it takes and know the budget. You see, that's what I'm saying. You see that all of these things I'm talking about now, some people don't even think about it when they want to set up a marketing campaign. They just be like, okay, I have an offer, boom, they put it out there. They just put maybe like 5,000 there. Okay, this one is for small businesses. But I'm talking about big businesses. They just put out, let's say, 100,000 or 200,000, and then they just put it. They can't give an account of this 200,000 there that I ran and had with, or I did promotion with. What amount of people saw it? You understand what I'm saying? How many people came through it? What was the duration through which they came? How many people converted at the end of the day? Because even at the end of the day, when these 300 leads come in, like I told you earlier, some of them will not end up buying. I've run and had before on Facebook where I spent about 10,000 naira, just a very little offer, and then at the end of the day, I ran that for about 2 days, 5,000 naira per day. You understand what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I got about 200 plus persons in a WhatsApp group, and I wanted to pitch an offer of 10,000 naira. So, not one person, but not one person, but, and I did a webinar that was close to about 1 hour plus. It was Instagram marketing, how people can navigate to Instagram and all of those things. 1 hour plus class. As I did, the kind of class I did, the kind of class that if you are paying for it, if you pay 50,000 naira for it, you have not underpaid.
So what do you think? Do you think maybe you did not follow up? Because this thing you're also saying can also be resonating with some people too.
Yeah.
So do you think that maybe the class of people that should have bought from you were not available to attend the class? And then most of the people that actually buy from you, I've noticed it. Because I also too, at least I also, most of the people that are always there, those that have time, that raise the occasion, that give you the numbers, they don't usually buy. They just come to be fed. Whether you get what I'm trying to say. But most those that actually buy, some of them to attend, you get. But some of them to that end up also buying too. Some of them, because some of them are usually busy entrepreneurs, they are too busy, it depends on your market, customer, because some of them they are busy, they only come on their social media, spend maybe 3 minutes, they just come, scroll, and then they go out, check it, because they have so many busy things. So, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
So, okay, so you are saying that why is it that many times the people that show up will eventually buy?
And you put your offer out there, and then in fact, I like to talk about the Facebook guys interested. You just see they will just more interested for you there. Very interested. Does anybody know about these guys?
That's the most easiest thing to do. But the thing of the matter is, as I learned from a particular Facebook ad expert, he said, even though those people that are actually showing interested, they don't eventually get to buy. In fact, 90% of the time they don't get to buy. You still have to attend to them. The guy made an instance of the fact that somebody bought his program that was about 100,000 plus.
Yeah.
Just because he saw the way he was attending to people on his Facebook, as I went on the hand, how he was attending to them. When they say interested, they say like, okay, thanks for your interest. Please get more information here. Thanks for interest. So he said he was looking at the person didn't even put interested. The person just landed in his DM, boom, and then eventually, first of all, bought, because that time he was running an ad for a particular product that was 10,000 naira. So the person eventually now bought his upsell package, which was the 100,000 naira. Yeah. And this person didn't put interested. But this person said the reason why he bought is because when he went to the comment, he was seeing the way he was answering questions. So this is the thought in his head. If I ever encounter any challenge, this is somebody that will definitely answer.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So now you can see now there are a lot of objections in people's mind that doesn't make them buy anything. Some have the money. You understand? But we that we are actually putting out an offer, we are too in a haste to make sales. This same story I'm talking about, I didn't finish earlier on. 200 persons came, but I can tell later on, about after 2-3 months along the line, about 5 persons from those people, they didn't even buy my package. They only subscribed to a particular premium package whereby I created a marketing campaign for them, and I made 10 times over the amount I spent on that. But that happened after 3 months. Now that happened after 3 months, not because after I finished the webinar, I said, okay, these people are not sure, I left them. So I intentionally started doing a Saturday freebie. So that Saturday I'll just come, I'll just look at a particular thing on Instagram, okay, how to use hashtag on Instagram. Just talk about it for like 10 minutes. I open a group, if you have questions, anybody will ask, and then I kept doing that for 2 months. So it was in the midst of that somebody just entered into my DM and said that, okay, I'm watched you forever. The person has never dropped one post like this on that WhatsApp group whenever I'm doing that. So these are things that I believe many people that are actually putting out their offer and advertising their business must understand. There are a lot of reasons, there are 1,000 reasons why people don't buy me. And one of those things, the summary of those reasons why they don't buy is summed up in one word: trust. It's not even about I don't have money. The example I gave you earlier about the 1,000 naira offer that I paid for, sir, I had to borrow that 1,000 naira to help for that one. I had to borrow it from a friend because that time I was in Papa and I was broke to the point that I didn't have 1,000 naira. Or you can put that an offer and be like, this offer is 1,000 naira. Why are people not buying? You don't know what people are going through. And some, even though 1,000 naira is too cheap to give away, you understand what I'm saying? Some prefer to just enter into a restaurant and then just spend it on something that they just have a good time than paying one guy that would think he has played smart on them. You understand what I'm saying? So what I just want to sum up with is the fact that apart from the fact that you need to do all of those things I mentioned earlier, the summary of everything is keep being consistent, keep being available. So whether they don't buy now or not, they will eventually buy. If you stay long enough.
Definitely. I mean, consistency is the key. Consistency. Wow. This has been a very, very awesome time. We should continue. I don't think we have a session to have a meeting to do with some clients. We really respect that and also appreciate you for coming out and for everything that you've shared with us. So I don't know, is there any question you think I must have missed out that you think you'd like to share tonight?
Well, the only question I feel you probably must have missed out is somebody may actually be watching this now and be like, okay, they are just coming in to the online space. And they don't even understand that somebody can even make money online. So they are like, okay, I mean, what is this people saying about lead generation and then online space? Is there really money online? Is there really anything like, okay, you make money online, stuff like that? Understand? And if I want to answer that question, it's just starts from me saying, be open-minded. Sure. We are living in a different age than the days of our mommy and daddy, whereby everything has to depend on where, a white collar job and everything. You can be seated in your house, in your room, not leaving the house, and then you are closing massive sales. So all I just need you to do is just go online. I mean, don't let me even say it so that you'll be like, okay, I'm putting too much sugar in the thing. Just go online yourself. Check YouTube, just type on YouTube that, okay, how to make money online. As simple, as basic as that. Go on Google yourself. Type how to make money online. You will be wowed at the many crazy opportunities that are actually available before you. Talk about the world of graphic design. You could design an interesting flyer and put it up, and people will buy. So, let me not even go into all of this. Just do what I've just said, and then you see that there's sweetness. And then the second thing again is the fact that even though we said entrepreneurship is actually an amazing thing, it's an amazing platform that actually helps you to decide the money you want to make. Like if I want to work with a client, and I know you understand what I mean.
Of course.
I can tell the client that, okay, this particular job, I'm going to collect 100,000 naira for you.
Sure.
You can't work in a particular place and they interview. Although they ask that question, you say that, okay, so how much do you think we should pay you? and you mention 100K, at the end of the day, they eventually end up paying you whatever you collect. You understand what I'm saying? Even if they are making much more than the amount you're actually collecting. So one advantage of entrepreneurship, you write your own paycheck. But I don't want you to be wild so much about the fact that yes, you are let me enter into entrepreneurship. There is responsibility. There is work to do. As in, you have to intentionally wake up in the middle of the night and go into a lot of research, do a lot of homework in yourself, make sure that you fine tune whatever skill that you're actually putting out that you want to use in solving a particular problem. All of that is not something that is easy to do, sincerely. In fact, it's even much more harder than a payroll, working in a payroll, because you just do the work you want to do and then you get paid. But if you want to make more money and write in your own paycheck, then you have to be willing to be like, okay, yes, this is it. Let me go on it.
And we definitely enjoy the process.
Of course.
Entrepreneurship is sweet because the part of entrepreneurship that is sweet is the work and the reward, right? So, and you need to understand how to charge your worth, right? So, another thing which I believe this is particularly to the much younger generation is the aspect of discipline. Now, discipline and how you live your life, right? Because most of the people you want to work with like to relate with you more professionally. So you may be a guy that maybe you like to live a lavish life. You may have to cut your excesses when you're around your clients, because some of your clients they want to be respected and they be around people that they feel like they are at their likes. You get maybe you have to learn to discipline even how you speak, and then you cannot be tribalistic or religionistic or politicalistic with your clients. So you get, because some of your clients like Atiku. So any client that does not like Peter Obi should not but it doesn't matter anyway. Some of these things, ethnicity, tribalism, religious, and political, is what really divides us. But if you remove those things, if you remove religion, if you remove politics, if you remove what do you call it now, tribe, see that we're all one. You get the point? We're all one. If you can remove those things, you will see our commonness. Now, I mean it. I know what I'm saying. If you remove those things, you will see our commonness. All these things are ideologies that they've sold to us. The Yoruba man likes amala because of the way he eats amala. It makes him, to do like water. The Hausa man, so we just have wrong stereotypes about each other because of this was a PDP, is this, APC is this. Everybody's just trying to defend their own village. But if you remove those things, you will see our uniqueness. You will see that we are more, so that's why I love the corporate environment, because when I go into the corporate environment, I don't care if you're a Muslim. I even see, I greet you, I greet you those things. And then if you respond to me, maybe like, a kind of, joking way, that this guy is Muslim, but he's just trying to be friendly. She get just to what? To bond. Bonding so that we can put our differences aside and shake hands and do business. She get add value to one another. It's not about whether I am this. I don't care. All I care about who are you, good man. Can I transact with you and go home and sleep in peace? I get to my point. Can I give you what you want and then you don't want my life in return? Because I take your life. Okay, so it's just a very beautiful thing, to be a human being. Then one more thing I also need to talk about in terms of discipline. I know things are hard, and one way you make yourself comfortable is by spending your money. But you see, as a young entrepreneur, you need to manage your money. All right, you need to manage your money. Though you just got 150K now, or maybe you did freelancing and a client paid you $1,000. for a young folk that doesn't have the discipline, it be like dollars. He just go wild, he will lose all his home training, and the only thing that is on his mind is how can he quickly get to Western Union, collect that money, get the nearest aboki to change it for him at the latest rate, and be on his way immediately to ShopRite to get the hottest, latest shawarma that they are making there, or the nearest post. No, those things are good, but you see, you get to the point where you enjoy your life the best, but your earliest sweat, you should learn to treasure it and save and see how you can reinvest into the business for you to do more. Maybe you need to spend more money on advertising. All right, you need to spend more money on maybe buying data. Bro, it's better to buy data than to buy shawarma. Shawarma 2.5, if you eat it, you took powerhouse on top because you want to be empowered. Bro, you know, I said that in the right time. So you have to invest your earliest capital. Of course, food is a capital, but you have a resource. But you need to invest also in your business too. Maybe you need to buy a book, maybe an ebook. You need to gain a skill. You need to pay for a course. Invest. Make sure that what you are investing in, we have returns on investment. Because that's what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is somebody that not just solves problems, but invests, because it's part of it. It's not just about solving problem. Solving problem is just a portion, because definitely what you are investing in is solving a problem, right? What you are going to give as value is solving a problem. But a good entrepreneur invests, and there is return on investment. So make sure that where you're putting your money, it might be data. You bought a 40 gig. As you see me like this, forget that at least I'm making some money. But the reason why you see me enjoying myself is because I know some special data offers. I don't buy the regular data that some people buy 1,000 naira, 1,500. Don't buy those ones. I go for the bulk. If you go for the bulk, it saves you more money. Get the point? I spend sometimes in a month of times, maybe 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira. Not because I'm buying one by one. Some of you that buy one by one, you buy so much. You will spend that much, but you will not enjoy, that kind of thing. Exactly. Because I do a lot, these days videos consume so much data. These people want to finish us. So make sure you invest in things that will add value to your business, so that I put money here, I can see it, I know that yes, this is what I invested in, and you are sure you get the point, so that you will not be conking your head that you don't even get sense. And then another thing, especially those guys, careful how you spend your money with women. Yeah, because that's part of it. You want to impress a girl. There's this hype man that said that you want to impress. You want to impress the girl. I'm telling you these things because I'm telling you from experience. The time I started freelancing, as a copywriter, hit some money, then let me get me out. Let me show her that landed, that the dollars is now with me. It's no more. The dollars is no more with the client. The dollars is now with me. Show her that I'm a man. No need to impress anybody. I know you're laughing, but it's the truth. Keep your money to yourself. There's this guy, this comedian, this Sabinus guy. Yeah, he made a post recently, and that post, that thing is funny, but it's speaking all the sense. He said something. He said, when he hard, you call God, but when he's soft, you call woman. Now I hit you.
That's deep.
When he hard, you call God. When he's soft. But me, I was like, instead of calling woman, I think it's better for me to call my family members. Though, for some people, they have no choice, they have to call woman.
Normal, like, you still call woman.
I hope you know what I'm there.
You have to speak up woman. You have to just ensure that your priorities and properly.
Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for sharing from your wisdom. So definitely, to be able to contact you, your phone number will be there. You link to your WhatsApp, anyone you prefer, your email, whichever one you prefer. And just give to me. I'll put it in the description of the video, and then any other thing, any other message you have, send it to me. I'll put it in the description of the video. And I know, because I know you're a trainer, you give trainings. You know, can you list out some of the things you train on so that if they are interested in any of that?
Well, basically, I train on WhatsApp marketing. I'm sure of those different digital marketing niche, WhatsApp, Instagram, ads, marketing, Facebook ads, and that. So it's important to know how to create offers. Because offers are what sells, not your product and services. So we have a systematic care that will actually help you knowing how to create an offer, do proper market research in your niche, in creating offers that will really sell, and of course, how to handle objections. Because after people come to your lead, to your DM, how then do you now convert them? So how to go about that? You also have that training. And of course, just like I said earlier about the peak performance trainer. So if you are also someone that you're trying to find yourself, you don't really know what is in you that you can put out offers, as in that you can put out rather. So that's more or less like the personal development. So we also have different trainings on that, mentorship program that I take through all of those things.
I know you're very unique person, you're very skilled person. In fact, your nickname or the name of your company is Mr. Values. So, and then there's one guarantee I have for you. Come the way you are, he's going to transform you. He's going to prepare you, he's going to refine you, he's going to organize you, he's going to structure you so that you can actually be able to play in the market you want to play. Even if you don't even know what to do right now, or maybe you're just hearing about online businesses or entrepreneurship. Maybe you want to build an online business, you want to build a brick and mortar business, whichever one it is that you want to build. Just reach out to him on those numbers that are in the description, right? And tell him that you saw him, that lovely interview, you gained so much from Nostar channel, and you enjoyed the conversation, and then you really want to find a direction. After a few conversations, or whenever it's a good time for him to actually have a conversation with you, I know definitely you work out something and you'll be on your way to your $1 million lifestyle. And then thank you so much for watching this video. I know this video has impacted you, right? So do well to also share it to some other people too that you feel we definitely need it. And then reach out to him, follow him on social media. You can even
so you can follow me on Instagram at BizWithJohnny, and then of course at on Twitter that's Johnny Talks.
Yes.
Then also on Facebook that's Mr. Bal. So just www.facebook.com/Mr. Bal.
Once you see anybody with this thing, thank you so much for coming. So good. Thank you so much for this time, and thank you for impacting these young ones, because majorly the essence of this channel is to inspire young people, because the unemployment rate is just and a lot is happening. But the fact that you even have a device, I know that definitely you're not really among those people. But we're hoping that definitely with all of this, we'll be able to fight unemployment out and get everybody involved doing something. You get, everybody will not do online business, but there is something that God has put in you. There's a gift you have, there's a skill you have, there's some value you can add to this world. And talk to Mr. Value, help you bring out the value. Help you bring out you help you bring out the quality in you that you will give to the world, and you will definitely be highly rewarded. Everybody has been destined to be very rich, but if you want to be rich, entrepreneurship is the way. Talk to Mr. Value and he will show you. Thank you so much, Mr. Value. Every time I like shaking your hand, you don't know why I'm shaking your hand. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for coming. We're grateful.
All right. Thank you very much.
I wish you a very happy married life.
Thank you very much.